Hey, my name is Matthew, and I'm excited to be announcing content change tracking for SEO Gets. It is exactly what it sounds like. We are going to be automatically tracking the HTML changes for your pages to kind of reduce the need to create manual annotations. It is included in our super sites, which also includes the index reporting, extended storage, and weekly email updates. It is limited to 5,000 pages per super site. And so if you have more pages than 5,000, then we can kind of explain at the end of the video how to get around that. But I just want to kind of show you around. So you can see it will be showing you the differences. And so if I want to come in here, I can view the differences and it shows me the before and after. I can copy the HTML for both and it kind of shows you a little bit of the key changes of what happened here. One of the things that we did differently than the other content change trackers is that besides being cheaper, we also are tracking not only what happened on a page, but what happened to a page. So in example here, we had changelog where we added an internal link to this page right here. And so normally this is what most content change tracking tools track. But we can see that the internal link affected the track 404s. So the cool thing is I can actually come here and I can see that this had 4 new inbound links from these pages to this page. Obviously, with internal linking being such a huge factor in rankings, we wanted you to be able to track both what happened to a page and on a page. The other cool thing is that as I'm going through, you can always click to filter by pages, which makes it super easy. So again, if I looked at, I lost a inbound link from to this page from this page, I can always click here and I can see, okay, here is the view difference for that page. And now I can come in and see where that internal link was, what happened. Right now, it's basically an internal Wayback Machine that allows you to kind of go back and investigate what happened and why. But we have a lot of great ideas for the future. These will be able to be pulled through the MCP, which is going to be really helpful. We're going to be working to track your robots.txt, which honestly, the big idea is that we want to be able to alert you if there are any major changes to key priority pages. I was talking to an agency owner and he said one of the things that happens, and I'm sure a lot of you have experienced this, is someone on the dev team or someone in marketing goes and messes with a page without you knowing it. 2 weeks later, you found out the page tanked and you get in trouble for that. And so what we want to do is help you kind of be more proactive, being pulled in to make sure that all the changes that are happening to valuable pages are what you want, or you can quickly revert that before it causes damage. The other thing that we are excited to be building is an analysis of the impact of your changes. And so I can see that we made a change to this page, but so what? So what happened? And that's one of the things that I want to be able to do, and even being able to group multiple changes into campaigns, because SEOs generally operate in campaigns. What did we do in this month? Well, we did this change, and this change. Well, I would like to know and kind of track all the changes that we're making over time. So then we go to our monthly reporting, our quarterly reporting. It's easy for me to kind of look back and say, hey, we did this, and then these things happened. And we also can see that there were no core updates, or there was a core update here, and maybe that had an impact. And so the whole idea is to get as many pieces to the puzzle as possible so that you have an understanding of what's happening and why. Again, attribution is still always going to be fuzzy, but you want to be able to kind of show directionally, hey, we're doing these things and there seems to be a very clear correlation, most likely a causation to this, and that means let's do more of that. If you have more than 5,000 pages, there's one of 2 things that you can do to solve this. You can go into your property settings and select which sitemaps you want to target. This is both for the index reporting and the content change tracking. And so that's one of the ways. The other thing that you can do is you can create multiple URL properties. So say I have a large e-commerce site. You can create URL properties for each subdomain or subfolder and make each of those a super site, and then each one of those properties would have 5,000 pages. So if you have collection pages, you can make 5 collection pages, and now you can track 25,000 pages as opposed to 5,000 pages. And yes, annotations right here is still available as part of just the core subscription. It's not required. Same thing with the Google core updates. This is still very early, and we have a lot more ideas of how to improve this. We just wanted to release this so that people can start using it, giving feedback, and we're going to continue to iterate and improve. So I look forward to hearing what you think, and go try it out today. Thanks.